greasy sometimes, but
I like a good greasy pizza.
oh yeah, I mean, that's the best one on and over.
Sounds like you're the greasy strangler.
No, I'm not.
That sounded
I'm not the
real
greasy
sus
strangler.
right there.
I'm not the greasy strangler.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Bullshit artist.
How's this spelled?
BULLSHIT. New word. Space. ARTIST.
Is it-
Bullshit
Just
artist.
gonna support both
You
of
know,
us here.
Cavin and I
Sure.
went to Auburn Mall the other
yeah?
day, and like,
Is this a long story?
no.
Continue.
Anyway,
Just kidding, I love you.
I love you. We went to the frozen yogurt place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it was Tutti Frutti. And
Yes.
we were running in going, "Where's the disco cuties?"
Hootie Tootie Disco Cutie. Hootie Tootie Disco Cutie. That was just us for 2
I
hours.
hate you guys so much. I would have pissed myself if someone walked into cold and was like, so cute. I'd be like, get out.
I did drop my spoon afterwards, and I had to go back in like an asshole. Man, I dropped my spoon. I need a new one.
And that was the best part, because like at that point, I had to go pee.
I
So like he's waiting for me in the bathroom, and I come out and he's all like, "I dropped my spoon."
You got the spoon,
And it was
but it's
like-
on like a necklace so it doesn't fall again.
Dude, it was like right when he went into the bathroom too, and he was in there for like fucking 5 minutes. So I'm just like sitting there staring at my ice cream, like I could be eating this, but I dropped my spoon. I'm not picking it up off the Auburn Mall food court floor, dude.
You wait for Chris to just eat it, right?
What, the spoon or the
ice cream.
The ice, yeah. What was you? Yeah.
You have a track record.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Took me a
You
second.
just come out and forget that it's not yours again.
And then that'll be the worst part too, because you treated me to that. It'd be
I
hilarious,
did.
like, oh, thanks.
That is such a Cavin thing to do too, and I totally believe it.
Ah, my God. Yeah, that was the horror story of me dropping my spoon at Tutti Frutti.
There was no disco cuties there.
No, there were no disco cuties at all.
Just
Well,
a
that's
bunch
the
of
reason why you
hoodlums.
dropped it.
A lot of
And it
hoodlums.
wasn't Rudy.
Hootie Tootie Disco.
Who the fuck is Rudy?
Rudy.
Rudius.
Great rat!
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, we're gonna go home. So it was really nice knowing you guys.
Wow.
Wow.
Anyways, welcome to the Brahman Podcast!
Brahman!
And oh my god, we got guests today. We got Gage returning back and Shannon.
Shannon. Hello, Gage. Welcome back. Hello, Shannon. Welcome to the podcast.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Gage, we had a good episode last time. We had so many stories that we had to actually put a halt in it and wait till we got you back.
I know, and now I had to remember it all, at least because there's so much that happened, and that's why we're going to tell this legendary tale today.
Well, I'm looking very forward to hearing it.
This was part of my 3-step plan, right?
Yeah.
So step 1 was, hey, are you free tonight? Step 2, you actually came. Step 3, we locked the doors, and we're like, you're not leaving until we tell
Step
the story.
4, we cuddled.
Step two hasn't exactly happened yet, but, you know.
Well, fucking get to it, bro.
Well, I didn't come yet, so.
Oh!
Oh!
The only step plan I ever have is usually 12 steps, and
Yeah.
That
I
sounds
usually
like
have
a
to.
problem.
I usually have to feel like I'm in a weird world that seems too real for a while.
Just don't go to tier 15 whenever you do. Do not go to tier 15.
I never drop 15 tears.
Tier 15 is when you really get into that dark side of the internet.
Oh boy, the dark web.
Yep.
So mysterious.
Oh!
So,
Anyways.
Anyways.
Go. You
I was
go.
gonna say, so do you want to get this going? Because it's gonna be a long story.
Oh yeah, totally. I want to jump right into this.
All right.
So anyway, I'm just kidding.
Feel free to interrupt that you weren't there. Go ahead.
You're right. I
Go
wasn't.
ahead.
I wasn't fucking invited.
Were you part of Gage's life at that moment?
I sure was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
home. I was not invited.
Okay.
Because it was like a sausage fest.
It was.
Oh yeah, you.
No vaginas
That
were
was a
allowed.
damn
Yeah.
lie. I was like, anyone who wants to come. and a butter.
So, anyways, that was a sausage fest. No vaginas were allowed.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my penis wasn't cool enough.
Your
to
peach
join.
would have ruined everything.
Exactly.
So
We all know this.
Many
Big peaches.
fortnights ago, in a many moons ago,
Is this a
I was
long story?
alone,
yes.
22, 24-year-old in the middle of a desert.
That's a damn
and
lie.
I took
you were
some
69
peyote.
years old.
I was age 70 and I was robbing Denny's.
I was born without a face.
And I was born without a face. And Gage was at least 5 years old, shitting into a cup.
Good lord.
And I looked at the moon as I was on peyote and I said,
Ow.
I think I need to go home. So I called up Gage and Mark and was like, hey, guys, I would love it if you guys picked me up because I'm a scared little man. I'm out in the desert. I don't know what to do. So come on out.
So the boys
And that's what
came.
started it.
The boys came. We decided to. He told us, he was like, I'll get you your plane tickets. We just gotta drive the car back home. And I was like, yeah, sure. So Mark and I.
Really though.
So we ended up going to the right terminal. Got on the plane, and there was like nobody going to Nevada. So literally, I had the first
about
class
right.
experience in economy. So I literally just stretched my legs out, and I was just like laying between 3 seats, and then like the like stewardess would come by, bash my head in a little bit with her cart, but like I would just
Yeah, sure. It was
I would
her
just
hat,
rub it
more
off.
like
And be like, oh, no.
I was imagine just smashing the car into your head like there's something in the way.
this freaking kid thinks he gets first class in economy. Not on my
Sleeping.
watch. So that went well. And then we
Did
came
it?
back,
Did it go
and we met up with Chris, and Chris
Yeah.
was very happy to see us because we were ready to go on our trip. And one of the famous things that happened in our trip that we immediately got was snacks, and we were very
Oh,
obsessed
yeah. Oh, God.
with that little TikTok of that little girl who's like, snacks! And we were just always saying, every time we were like, oh, we're hungry, let's get some snacks!
Now, did you guys drive someone's car back, or did
Well-
you rent a car? How'd that go?
We drove my car back.
You drove your car back,
Which was
okay.
really funny because it's like, you know, a Ford Focus, and Gage and Mark were like 6 feet tall. So it's a very small car to fit everyone.
Oh yeah, it was a clown car, dude.
See, I kept picturing the whole time originally when you guys did this. I just naturally driving with you in your car all the time. I kept picturing you guys in your car.
Oh, no.
And finally, I thought about it. I was like, unless you drove out there and then drove back, that can't be possible.
So I made sure that we had caffeine pills so that we could drive properly and make sure we were alert and stuff like that. And I found out that the caffeine pills that I had that my dad was so kind to give me were ones that you take for working out. So it only works when you work out. So it didn't work out at all.
That is such. Can I just say that is
Yeah.
such? I can't even go there because that is like such a family thing that your family goes through.
Oh yeah.
That's always
Don't
something your
have-
dad would do.
Your family really doesn't know how to read labels.
They can't
I do
read.
love them to death. I do love your family to death.
I was
They
waiting
do
for you to
not
say
know
they
how
were
to read.
expired or something.
Yeah, me too.
No, I would rather you have taken expired pills than
So, like,
working out pills.
I do have to say before we went on the trip, one of my other favorite moments that we shared, kind of, and is that we went back to my place after we picked up Mark and Gage from the airport, and my friend Joni and Sam and Everett, they were like gonna come over. Shout out to you guys. And I was like, oh, dude, these are my friends from Massachusetts. I hope you get to, like, you know, hanging out with them. And Mark is literally face down on my floor, passed out.
Oh yeah. Dude was exhausted.
And Gage is just sitting there, and he's trying to participate, but I remember you looking at me like, dude, I can't.
I gotta go to bed, dude.
I gotta go to
remember.
bed.
I honestly, when you said that they came over, I don't even remember them coming over, dude, because I was so tired.
Gage was just punching desert animals to death.
Yeah. So we had a few objectives on our list for the Nevada trip. We were like, all right, since we're in the area, we should see the Grand Canyon, we should see Las Vegas, we should see, we should find a cactus and try to get, like, you know, something we do with a cactus. And then, like, we were trying to get to Mark's friend. She lives somewhere. And then we were gonna get the Mad Dogs, and then we were gonna go back home. So we had a nice little checklist of what we were gonna do, and one of my favorite moments when we were on the road trying to leave was, I don't know if this was in Vegas or if this was before then, but I remember I was stopping at a Jack in the Box to get some snacks.
That was in Fallon because they had a Jack in the Box.
All right, cool. So like we started there, we got a little bit of something, and then the guy goes, "Oh, good morning." "Oh, I mean afternoon." And I just looked at him dead in the face and went, "Time doesn't exist," and I drove off.
So we were getting ready to go. It was the next day. We got the Jack in the Box, and we were getting the car loaded up. I said goodbye to my family. Took my dad's gun and shot some bullets in the air just for good old time's sake. And then went in the car and we drove off.
Oh, didn't we go to somewhere in Nevada that we like? It was like a little like tourist spot, and I got my poncho.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, so we actually before that point. I'm glad that so this was before I recreated the theater incident. We went down. We went to Virginia City, which is a very good tourist area. So it's basically this giant. It was a big city that was on top of a fucking mountain, and it used to be the richest place in the world. And then forest fires happened. So of course we went there, and what I do remember is we went on a haunted.
I was going to bring this up if you didn't. Yeah.
We were gonna go to the place where the ghost paranormal ghost show. I can't remember what they're called.
It was like a showing of a paranormal activity spot. Like that was like it was like a haunted area, and they were like, "Oh, Mark and Chris were like, oh, I'm gonna totally do this," and they looked at me, and I'm like, "Fuck that, bro! I am all set. You guys, you have a fun time getting clawed up." Having something dragged with you to Massachusetts again, you know, just
exactly what I would have done.
Literally, like, if anything, you have fucked this whole trip.
Well, that's okay.
Me and Gage would have been chilling in the car.
Yeah.
I was posing with the Annabelle doll. I'll find a picture and put it on this YouTube podcast.
Oh hell yeah!
But my other favorite thing about that same day is we took a picture, like me, you, and Mark, and just like we did with Cavin, it was like Gage, Mark, Chris.
Yeah.
Like you can see them like chest up. You can barely see my head popping in the frame.
I do
from
have
that
this
short.
picture.
It was fucking hilarious.
It was a funny picture. But then we decided to travel because I did want to get a poncho, so I was like, I always wanted one. I finally got one.
Yeah.
So we started to travel, and we were trying to. I was trying to understand why people lived in Nevada, and all I saw was dirt and literally just mountain, like this like circled mountain range. And I'm just looking at it, I'm like, oh, as you can see on the left here, there's dirt. And then on the right side, you can see, oh, what's that? More dirt. Oh, oh, there's one cabin there. Oh, I bet they're dead. All right. Like, it's just like, I told myself, I'm like, God, like, this is it was miles away from civilization. Literally, like, people could die out here and no one would know. No one would know.
People probably have died.
After this podcast, Gage is officially going to be a wanted dead man in Nevada.
I cannot wait.
After this podcast, one of us is going to be a wanted man somewhere. Yeah.
So then we traveled to Las Vegas.
Before we get to Vegas, though, I do have to make a little side thing on that. If that's
No. Feel free, dude. Like I said, my memory, I got little checkpoints. You got you got more than I
got it all in here. So one of the things on the itinerary was Mark. Like I'm sure everyone has seen the Avatar: Last Airbender show.
Oh.
That's a damn lie.
Oh, did we get that before?
Yeah, because it was daytime.
Oh snap! Okay,
No.
yeah.
It was
This is
nighttime. I was there. I was there when it was written.
Why didn't you talk to me, Shannon? Why didn't you give me such a silent treatment?
Why didn't you drive that one time?
Yeah.
Why'd you hide in the trunk the whole trip?
Oh my god!
So in the show, there's a character who drinks cactus juice, and Mark was like, "Dude, I want to fucking cut open a cactus and drink its juices." So that's what we did.
That was our goal.
It's definitely a Mark thing.
So like, Mark got a $30 pocket knife that you would probably get for $15 at a Walmart. And like, he went to the cactus and was like, wow, this is very thick. I can't get through it. So instead what we did was we cut off a cactus spike and then we did our game, right, Gage?
Yep. So the thing is, it wasn't like your typical cactus, that big round thing. No, this thing was like a cactus, like straight up like almost like an aloe spine So like that's how big the cactus spike was. That thing was pointy and it hurt. So we decided, well, it's a road trip. Let's make a fun game out of this. Hide the cactus spike, and whoever gets stabbed get to do it next. So we were hiding it in very clever spots that we'd get stabbed, of course, because that's what you do on a road trip. You stab your friend.
Yeah, so you get stabbed by it. You were the next person to hide it. So then we got the cactus spike, and we're like, yeah, that's close enough. Drove into Vegas. And that was our first big stop. Was driving into Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Vegas was hilarious because as we were walking around, there was these guys like passing out these prostitute cards. So we were literally collecting them as we were going up and down the strip. Like every time like someone would give it to me, I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you.
It got to the point where Gage was like going up to the person like, dude, you got any cards?
Literally, like I literally was asking him, I'm like, oh, you got this one? Oh, yeah, you don't. All right, cool. Like I was like collecting like trading cards.
You guys should have battled prostitutes.
That's what we did in the car. Like, I went back to the car afterwards. Literally, so we got like an Eiffel Tower drink. That was cool.
So yeah, pretty much like I drove the first 6 hours, and then we switched to Gage. So then, since I didn't have to drive, I was like, I'm gonna get an alcoholic beverage. Because the only thing you can do in Vegas is apparently drink, gamble, and fuck prostitutes. That's all you do.
There's some eating involved, I feel.
Yes.
Eating on the prostitutes.
Eating out.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got me there.
Yeah. That was a good Caesar.
I wouldn't eat out.
Caesar's Palace was
Salad
great.
or whatever.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, Daddy would be so proud.
It was a cool place to go because like you get to see like all the crazy casinos that are like on the side streets as well as like Caesar's Palace, I think it was.
Yeah.
There were some cool areas in Vegas that was fun to look at.
Yeah. So like I went and grabbed an alcoholic beverage, but they're like, "Do you want it in this Eiffel Tower?" And I was like, "Where the fuck are we, Paris? Let's go."
Yep.
Sign me up.
So I was a little tipsy when we got back.
So when we got back into the car, we decided to try to trade prostitute cards. And I was asking them, I'm like, "Do you got like a crystal, or do you have like a Stephanie? No,
Or a diamond?
Here's 2 cinnamons for 1, rose or something." Like we just kept on like, and the craziest thing is, these guys, they knew what they were doing. We didn't have many doubles. I was sitting there like, damn. This is his own collection at this point.
I collected them all.
Oh, I wish there was like a way to just like look up online, being like, "Yep, I got that one. All right, got that
I got
one.
a
Check it off."
level 6 cherry blossom.
Yeah, hell yeah! This one's holographic. She must be nice.
When I got home and I was living with my grandparents, my Nana, she was nosy and used to look around my room that I was living in with their place or whatever.
Oh, no.
And she opened the drawer and found the cards at one point, and she was just like, "That boy ain't right." Closed it.
Grandma looked inside and she went, "Gotta keep this away from Grampy."
Don't you tell your grandfather this is here.
I swear to God, Chris.
Wi-Fi crystal in my bed again.
So
God
then,
damn it.
to end off day one, we drove into New Mexico, and we got like
Breakfast.
No, we got that like really cheap motel.
Oh yes, yeah, we went to that cheap motel because we were really tired. And didn't they like say that if we don't get out at a certain time, we have to pay for another day's admission?
Yeah.
Even though we got there at like 2 a.m.
Yep.
They're like, yeah, if you don't leave your room by like 10 o'clock, you have to pay for a day's thing. I'm like, dude, we just got here. It's 2 a.m. What do you mean?
Wow, that's how they get their money, man.
So I was like, all right. So then we slept as much as we could, and then we just got the hell out of there and drove away. And then we went to a little breakfast place because we were hungry. And this is at the time where I was like getting into cooking, so I was like, oh, I know how things work, So we went to the restaurant, told the lady what we wanted. We were the only people in there, right? I think you got like an egg sandwich. I got like an omelet or something.
I got with extra cheese, and that comes
Obviously.
Yeah, that comes into play
Without
in a minute. So
we had all of our orders in. So we're waiting, and we see like 4 more people show up, and then like we're just waiting around, and then we see them get their food before us, and we're just sitting there like waiting. We're like, what the hell's going on? Like, it's not a complicated order. Like, and then she finally comes around. Like, this is like, I don't know, how long did we wait? Like
Probably a half hour.
Yeah, half an hour.
Yeah.
For breakfast
She
food.
said, all right, boys, hopefully you learned to order something easy now.
Yeah. So she gives us our food. Our food is, I'm pretty sure, was cold.
Yes.
And
Had
also
bites taken out of it.
it was wrong. I was gonna say another thing is our orders were wrong. Like, she gave us the wrong orders, and we were just sitting there like, fuck it, we're just gonna eat it.
So, like, I think at one point, like, I mentioned the extra cheese. They didn't. They just put one slice of cheese, but they charged the extra cheese. Yeah, that was a big
hell
thing,
no.
too. Yeah.
So we told them.
It was fucked up.
So we literally told them up front, like, you guys messed up our orders. These people got our food and everything like that. And like, I'm not expected to be dining like a king. My family has like, we've worked in restaurants all of our lives and stuff like that. My whole family has been. So it's like we understand how it is sometimes. But like, we were the only people there before these other people. There's really no excuse, to be honest. So.
It's like, what'd you do? Play fucking like telephone with all the other waitresses to the kitchen?
Yeah.
And then get the answer wrong?
Dude, for real. And then, like, literally, and she was the only waitress. Like, how do you mess it up? So
She's
then,
playing telephone with herself.
yeah. Oh, I messed up. Oh.
She was trying to see how well her memory worked that day. She was like, I'm gonna see if I can remember this order without writing it
Gage
down.
was like, "Can I get an omelet with cheese?" And she was like, "Okay, schlong of a geese."
All right, chicken bolognese. Got it.
Yes.
Egg sandwich with extra cheese, bowl of cereal.
Another
Just a
thing is
napkin.
that so I had to do frequent bathroom trips because I also was I have this condition known as IBS, and I go to the bathroom quite often, more than most people. So it was always a nice little trick for me.
Thanks for your TED Talk, Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'd have to like stop at places all the time for me, and it was just like I'd always be like Snapchatting, be like, "Oh, we're here, you're in this place," and then they're like, "You're always in the bathroom." I'm like, I know."
I really like seeing bathrooms.
I know, they're really cool. There was a lot of farmland.
Oh, that reminds me. Fun side story.
Yep.
When I was a kid, I went to visit my dad in Nevada when he first divorced my ma.
Yeah.
And we went to, or no, maybe it was before, no, we moved there first. I don't know. All I know is my grandparents were there. We went to a casino called the Peppermill. The Peppermill Casino. And my sister and I went into the bathrooms, and they were looking like they were gold. And we were like, we were too scared to use the bathrooms. That was a nice bathroom.
My God, they had bidets and everything.
Was it as good as the Salt Mill Casino?
Oh,
All
I
right,
get
ding,
it.
he got one. He got it.
It took me a minute. The blood was striking through. Sorry. It's like, ha ha! In my head, I was like, ha ha ha! That's funny. Sorry, smooth brain. No bridges.
So,
Back to Nevada story.
so we ended up finally making it to Texas.
Texas.
We stayed
Yeehaw.
with one of Chris's friends.
Brandy and Courtney, they're happily married now.
Yep.
Shout out to you.
And
I love you both.
the fun thing about that,
I don't know who you are.
that fun
Me
thing
neither.
about that sleepover was that we decided to put the cactus spine in Chris's pillowcase.
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Yeah, so
I
like,
would have murdered you.
Gage was like, all right, it's my turn to hide it. So I'm like, all right, guys, we're going to go get ready for bed. And I like pick up the pillow like this, and I was like, Gage!
Yeah, literally flipped it just before he laid down on it, and I was like, damn.
And then Gage,
Yeah, I was like, I'm
Yeah.
losing it.
I would have showed up in the bathroom when Chris is taking the shower the next morning and recreate Psycho with it.
And then we went to like some golf.
Top Golf.
Dude, we went to Top Golf, and that was my first ever like golfing experience.
sorry.
And
That's
I
okay.
didn't know
Ralph.
that Chris was an absolute god at golfing. This dude was slamming them,
Really?
and I'm sitting here like it's a
Varsity
driving
golf team in high
range.
school.
Oh, wow,
It was
I
a
didn't
driving
know that.
range, and the funniest thing ever while we were there, this guy, I'm like, hey, can I get one of those like adult beverages? And he's like, oh, that's meant for 2 people. And I'm like, sir, I assure you, I am 2 people. And he's like,
Have you seen
all
me?"
right. Like, I'm like, I am 6'3", my man, and I'm like 280 pounds. I can handle what 2 people can drink. And he's like, okay, just say that you were drinking with someone else. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, man.
It's like that It's Always Sunny episode where they go to that other bar to check out the competition. And the guy brings up the drink that's for 3 people, and he's like, all right, I'll get you guys one. Hey, there's 3 of us, so why don't you bring out 3 drinks? Well, it's a pretty big drink. It's meant for multiple. Just bring us 3, all right?
So yeah.
I'm so sorry.
So Chris
I'll just
absolutely destroyed that range. He did very good at it.
So then we stayed. I don't know if it was like 1 or 2 days. We did stay in Texas for a bit.
Yeah, we did.
But this is where the beginning of the existential crisis starts.
It did.
Hey, Cavin,
What's up?
tell me, how many times does this happen to you? You wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, and you just want to go to bed, but that dang demon in the corner is just speaking backwards in Latin or something, and you just can't fall asleep.
Dude, all the time. I wake up at least like 3 or 4 times a night, and I see that demon in the corner of the room just taunting me. I wish I could get a better view of him, but people always tell me, Cavin, night lights are for babies.
Well, you know what? I've got the perfect thing for you. The light box made by Figs Figmentations.
Light box? What's that?
It is this box made from wood with designs on the sides and the top. When illuminated by a light, it will then make the pattern and also illuminate your room.
Ooh, that sounds really nice.
Oh yeah.
What kind of patterns they got?
They've got the winter pattern.
Ooh, I see also that they have a snowflake pattern.
Yeah, and you know what? My personal favorite is the forest one.
The forest one does look like it'd be real nice.
Oh yeah, nice in a green light, you know?
But you know what? I think what's really going to scare my demon away is the donut box.
Oh, I think so too.
I'm going to be like, be gone, demon! Fear my donut box with its sprinkles of doom.
These light boxes are made here in America by Tristan Newton. Every box is made with care and attention to detail with the highest quality of craftsmanship. And you can find this product on Etsy and on figsfigmentationsllc.com. And you can also follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter.
Seems like you can get it just about anywhere.
Pretty much. It's very accessible. And if you go right now to purchase your light box, you can use a 10% off promo code BRAMAN, BRAMAN, to get yours at a cheaper price.
Ooh, so if I just use the promo code BRAMAN at checkout, I can get 10% off?
10% to get rid of that pesky demon.
Ah, that is a steal. Such a cheap price to pay to get rid of that goddamn demon.
No kidding. And then you'll wake up in the middle of the night, and instead of going right to sleep, you'll just say, "Be gone, demon!"
And he'll flutter away like the little pussy he is.
Yeah, you know, I think that donut light box is going to work for you.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to make sure to use that promo code BRAMAN, BRAMAN at checkout for 10% off.
Exactly. Well, check it out now. Figs Figmentation, everyone.
Get yours today.
So we were running out of time, and
Yeah.
Mark really wanted to see his friend. So we established that. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, so the thing
Subscribe
about...
to our channel. No.
Oh, yeah. So the thing about the Mark seeing his friend is it's like, it wasn't like one of those, oh, we're in like Dallas, Texas, let's go see my friend that's in like, you know, the next state over. This was like, hey, we have to see my friend who's in like, I don't know, very close to Columbus, Ohio. And we basically have to make, in order for him to see his friend, we had to basically make it without stopping to sleep overnight. Which meant that Gage and I had to drive for 24 hours straight. From Dallas, Texas to Columbus, Ohio.
Yep, that was so. So I was
Lots of shipment
taking
down that
my
I'm sure it was.
my energy pills because they worked so well, and yeah, the caffeine pills my dad
Oh,
gave
yes,
me.
Yeah.
yes, I forgot.
So I was like, by the way, Texas has great barbecue. We had barbecue there.
Yes.
It's like the best barbecue place I ever had.
Yeah.
And second, their speed limit on some highways was 75 or like 70, and that's the minimum. And I sat there and
That's
I'm
so
like,
terrifying.
that's insane.
Yeah.
So
Massachusetts needs to get with
We
it.
were driving like so
yeah.
fast, and I was like, people were going faster than that, and I'm like, man, if we were in Mass, people would be dead everywhere. So literally, so that was cool. But yeah, we were like driving. I think what was it? Did I drive like 16 hours straight or something like that?
I know. I think I started off until we hit the night, and then you drove from the night into the morning.
Yeah, because you were able to sleep, which I couldn't
for like
do.
a minute. It felt like, yeah.
A hot
Oh.
second.
So before we got to the existential crisis, I may or may not be a wanted man. In like,
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot.
I might be confessing to a crime on this podcast.
Well, you already confessed to one of them.
What?
Second one.
Stealing your hat?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
No, that's right. We should have the movie theater.
Oh, shit.
So this is number 2.
Yeah, this is number 2.
All right.
I'm just
Dude,
a bad boy.
I honestly totally forgot about this because I
I'm a
wasn't really
bad
part of
boy.
this.
So like, I think you were trying to get rest as best as you can, and Mark was like in the back seat, and I was like, "Oh, we're in the state of," I'm not gonna say because I
Bing
don't.
bong.
Yeah,
The
thank
state
you.
of Bing bong.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we pulled to the gas station, and I was just like, "Okay, I'm gonna go get some food." And we got gas, and I walked in, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna grab some Reese's and
Some
some snacks, and all right, I'm ready to check out." Hello?
There was nobody there.
There was no clerk. I was like, hello? Went around the back. Is anyone here? No one. So I was like, man, I really need this. So I just went, grabbed a bunch of shit and just ran out. Got in the car and drove away.
Because literally, like, no one was there at all.
The poor
I do
clerk
remember
was
that.
probably
There was
taking
no
a
clerk.
shit,
Yeah.
And then they just have you on camera running out with
Or they were
them.
probably sleeping out back or something.
Nah, dude, the criminal had him in the bag with a knife to his throat and was just watching him. Get the fuck out of here. You're out.
He's like,
Make a sound. Make a sound and you're fucking dead.
he's like,
really pushing my buttons right now.
get your snacks and get the fuck out of here.
I'll come after you. I'm watching.
So then that
Always
happened.
watching.
That's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. So I'm a wanted criminal, probably.
So
I think you're okay. I think you're okay. It's not like you. It's not like you took the register.
so
I thought of it. I was like, there's a lot of scratch tickets I could just...
So then, as we were driving, we would always have someone DJing, and like I was DJing like the same songs over and over again, and Mark was getting so upset with that because he's just like, dude, listen to something else, please. And I'm like, but I like this guy.
And you know what? It was funny because my playlist too, because I'm a very, like, I like mellow, just relaxing music. And I remember playing that and everyone being like, dude, you're putting us to sleep. I have to drive.
Yeah, literally. And I'm like, Chris, I need to stay up, man. And
Chris is like, why? What's wrong with this song? Rockabye, baby.
What's wrong with this song? Go to see Gage.
so we are driving quite a long way, and we decided to take a stop, and I go into the subway, and so I go up to the subway.
Oh, no. So wait.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to build
No.
up real quick.
I'm gonna interrupt.
You remember this a lot better than I do, because I just, my brain
Okay.
don't work good.
So I think we switched, you started driving, I was like, I'm
Yep.
gonna take a nap. And I remember going to sleep, and I woke up, and we were getting gas.
Yeah.
It was daytime. And then I was like, oh shit, or whatever. So then, like, you looked fucking exhausted, dude.
Yep.
And then I was like, alright, whatever. So then, like, we left that gas station. And then right after, like, I felt myself wake up again. It was still daytime, but the car wasn't moving. And I was like, where the fuck are we? I looked around back. Mark's passed out in the back seat. I looked at the driver's seat, empty. And I was like, oh no, dude, where is everyone? So then, like, I get out of the car and I'm looking around. We're at a gas station with a Subway, and I'm like, there's two choices. And if I know Gage, I think I know exactly where he might be. Went to the Subway.
So I decided to get a Subway sandwich because I was starving, and I got my Subway sandwich, and I put it down, and then I just sat there and I looked at it, and I put my hands on my head pretty much, and I just sat there and I'm like, how the fuck are we gonna get there in time? Like I am so tired. And like I was like I couldn't believe it. So then as I'm like having this realization and like this mental crisis here, Chris comes in. And then I'm like, God, dude, I don't know how I'm gonna fucking do this.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna do this. Like, I just, honestly, at this point, fuck his friend. I mean, I honestly, like, this is bullshit.
ridiculous.
Literally, like, I don't even think I could drive anymore, man. I'm literally like falling asleep at the road. There's no way we're doing this, man. Like, I'm like, I love Mark, I love everything, but honestly, fuck this. I just can't do this, man. And I'm like doing this. I'm like just having this crisis on this poor sandwich. Like, I didn't even bite into it yet or nothing. I literally just sat there looking at it, just having this mental breakdown while Chris walks into it.
When you guys originally told me about this, like the way I pictured it in my head was I just pictured like you like sitting outside the subway station, like on the curb, they're just like both ends of the footlong in each hand. Like putting them together and just making sounds.
Well,
I can't.
Well, that's the fun thing about this. It was in a public space.
Yeah.
In the subway.
People
while this
were
happened.
there.
People were there. I didn't care who heard me.
What time was it? What time in the day?
Oh my God.
This was like 9 in the morning.
Yeah, it was like.
That subway was open at 9 in the morning.
It's a
like
gas
something
station
like that.
subway.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was one of those like 24-hour ones.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we were just like, I get it. We gotta do this.
Yeah, so then we powered through, and then we like finally made it to the state that he would need
Ohio.
to go to, and we went to some like inn. It was like Holiday Inn or something.
It was a hotel. At this point, I didn't fucking care.
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna get to a hotel, and then they were like, okay, the stay is $100, and I was like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
we
literally.
bought the room. And then I'm pretty sure, and if I'm wrong, feel free. But I'm pretty sure the three of us hated each other for that, for that night.
Yeah, we were so pissed off at each other at the end of that. Like, I mean, we were just like fed up with everything. I went to bed right away. Like, I went right into that bed, passed out. Mark did something. And
Mark
then
went with his friend.
I was gonna say Chris. Oh yeah, that's right. You went with the friend. Chris, I'm pretty sure you went to the pool.
Yeah.
If I'm correct.
Yeah, I went to the pool because pool's I needed to unwind. So like it was funny because at one point we all three of us like silently like we didn't say anything but we knew like dude fuck you and,
literally
and he's like I'm just gonna go relax. Mark's like I'm gonna go see my friend. I'm like I'm gonna go to the pool, and then that's just all we needed. We
you just needed
space
that
away from
separation.
each other.
Y'all needed to blow off some steam or whatever.
So then,
Oh, yeah.
So then
Oh, yeah,
after
whatever.
that,
Gage had wonderful dreams about beating the both of you to death.
Yo. So then after a while, we came back to each other, and we were all like understanding of how like tired we were and shit. So we were all boys again.
Yeah, of course.
And then we hung out with Mark's friend again, which we had to pick Mark up, I think. And
Yes.
And like when we were driving to that person's house, we just couldn't find them right away, if I'm correct.
Yeah, because it was Bumblefuck, Ohio.
Yeah, and it was like in a he was like at a farmhouse or
Yeah.
something. And, like we were just going down these like dirt roads. And I'm just sitting here like, are we gonna die? Like, did we get all this way just to die?
Was it just a friend of his, or was it someone he was trying to boink?
No, it was. I'm pretty sure it was a friend.
All right.
A friend.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and he's known him for quite some time. So it's like, all right.
Oh, by the way, I was laughing earlier. Shannon caught me. I was laughing into my Fago can. I don't know what made me think of this, but I was just thinking of the scene from It's Always Sunny when they're like praying to God and Charlie's there and Mac's doing the prayer, but Charlie just starts doing the voodoo sounds and shit. Boom, 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 ba, ba, yeah, stop doing voodoo sounds, man. I don't know what made me think of that, but I just started laughing.
Oh my god, it just hit me. We are Mac and Charlie.
Oh yeah.
I love
Can I
it.
be Danny DeVito?
Of course.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Do you want to be
so-
Deandra?
All right, so you finally find Mark.
Yeah. So we get Mark, and then we all hang out, and we hang out with these people that are his friends. And I believe we like went out for ice cream, and we like
We went to get food for sure.
Didn't we get something crazy like a peanut butter and jelly burger or something like
Oh my
that?
god, that sounds fucking amazing.
Right?
I remember you telling me about peanut butter pancakes you got somewhere.
Oh, that's
Oh my god, that was during that trip too.
Oh
I
yeah.
totally forgot. In Texas, we went to that breakfast place, and
I got the breakfast beer.
That's right. Sorry, you just remembered. Oh, thank you for reminding
We
me.
gotta backpedal for a second.
Yeah, when we were in Texas, we went to an awesome breakfast
Really?
place.
I was home.
And it was like a peanut butter. It was like a peanut butter chocolate pancake thing that was incredible. And our waitress was the cutest girl. And I was like, damn, here you go, have money. So, you know,
Everybody had a cute
I
girl.
did at the time.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
So anyway,
I knew you supported it. So
There you go.
they had a breakfast beer, which I didn't understand what it was, but literally it's just like a Guinness with a shot of espresso. And I was like, you know what?
Ooh.
I think I could do this.
it was good.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
that was
Good
one of
food
the
it.
food places. But back to Ohio.
Yeah. So we went to get food. I don't know if it was breakfast or something the next day.
I think I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't really remember that.
I remember
because,
it
it was like trauma, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like me.
Drama.
It was me, you, Mark, his friend, and his friend's boyfriend.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's where we were getting there.
So then we eventually left, and we started to go to
Got the fuck out of
West
Ohio.
Virginia,
West Virginia.
where the mountain llamas are.
Yep. So that's where we went for the Mad Dogs.
Fuck are you?
Easy now.
I just ripped my shirt up over my head with my beard covering my face. That's why Shannon is laughing.
It's actually quite the glorious sight. So
So on the way to West Virginia, if you don't mind me telling,
go
this
ahead.
story.
Go ahead.
I can't.
Dude, this is the Nevada trip. You tell it all around. I mean, if everybody, most of.
This would be great if this was a visual.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, if you want, I can just like get a quick. And he put
that's
it
the end
down.
of
So.
So as we were on our way to West Virginia, if you want to tell more, this is fine. But I guess Gage and Mark had this brilliant scheme of putting the cactus spike in some goldfish.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it was my turn again. That's right.
Yeah, so
I
like,
would've shoved that cactus so far up your ass.
so
Fuck you guys.
That was the funniest thing. Dude.
so this proves that I am somewhat like ESP or something or fucking whatever. So they're like, okay, Chris loves goldfish.
As much use as we thought, but we did stab each other a few times.
Did
It
you
was good
get the
times.
juice from the cactus?
No, we didn't get
No.
any juice.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, so
no cactus juice.
we did end up going to Mad Dogs, get those Mad Dogs.
And for those who don't know what Mag Dogs are, there's a bakery in Moundsville, West Virginia, I believe.
Yeah, you started talking about it on the podcast, but I didn't let you fully explain it.
Yeah.
Because I figured out what they were. But yeah,
so,
explain what they are.
it's basically like it's like a glazed donut, and it's like shaped like a hot dog bun.
What the?
Hot dog,
Please stop.
popcorn.
Shannon loves that, by the way, so she's. Gonna be
Oh, dude,
dying
I was
for it.
editing like our 9th episode of the podcast, and I was like hot dog, and I was like, oh shit, I said it on the podcast.
So
All right,
continue.
continue.
dude.
So we're getting the
Mad
hot dog buns made out of glazed donut,
Stop it.
and in the
Say it,
donut,
what was it again? It's made out of what?
hot dog.
No.
Made out
It's a
of what?
Glazed donut.
Yes,
donuts.
thank you.
It's a glazed donut made in a hot dog shape, so that.
Yeah, so it looked like a hot dog bun, but it was a glazed donut. Yeah. Sorry.
And it had.
I'm caught in my own ego of being funny.
Well,
Finish.
And anyways, and then in the middle of it, instead of the hot dog, there's like the cream from like a vanilla cream donut. You know what I mean? From like Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like almost like frosting.
It was like it was pretty much like frosting. It was like right in the middle.
Kind of like a Bavarian cream or something like that.
Yeah, but it's like only out there from what I've known. So, so we got like a shit ton because I was like, dude, last time I had this, I was like 19, and I was like 24, and I'm like 30, and I still want some. But yeah, I think you had like,
eat them.
I think you had like 2, and you're like, I have diabetes
Yeah,
now.
literally. I eat one of them, and I like sugar. I like sweets. I've always been one known as a sugar fiend, but this shit, like, it was intense.
I was surprised at myself too when you had them at the house. I had one, thought it was amazing. I went to go have a second one. I only took one bite out of it. I was like, I can't do the rest of it.
No,
I didn't
yeah,
know
it
what
was
caused
just too rich,
Yeah.
too sweet. I was like, oh my god.
And I'm a fucking sweets guy.
I'm gonna die. That's
I'm
what I
Cavy
thought.
Sweets, baby.
Yeah. Dude, literally, like, I thought to myself, I'm like, I am literally going to die because this is just how it. Like, I can't believe it. I'm just like,
I can hear my heart pumping blood,
literally.
struggling to pump blood.
Like, if I ever had like if I had diabetes like a couple of years ago, I completely understand why just from that alone.
You telling me I got type 2 onset diabetes?
Yeah.
diabetes.
those Mad Dogs shaped me into the man that I am today.
A fat
Mark
fuck.
killed those things.
Yeah, he
man.
did.
He ate like so many.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Like, honestly, he told me like how many he ate, dude. And I'm
And
like,
the dude went back for more. Like, he would have like 3 of them, and then like we were driving more, and he's like, "Let me have another one." It's like, dude, how are you eating these?
I'd be like, Mark, I'm calling the police.
Literally. So we finally make it back to Mark's house because we were going to partake in the weeds, and we've already told this story, and that's where this all.
So
Dude,
to wrap
didn't
this-
I come over the day you came back?
Yes, you did.
Were
Yeah.
you home when this happened?
What?
Like in Massachusetts?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we were still on the trip or not.
So to wrap up this trip in a tiny little bow, right?
Yeah.
Right? Bring it all full circle. We go to Park and Mark's house to go smoke. Open the door. Got pricked by the cactus spike.
Yeah. It was a great ending to that, and it was funny because we watched the Greasy Strangler afterwards, and
And Chris thought he was stuck in a time
Yep.
loop.
I thought
but we've already discussed that
Oh,
part of it.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Still.
remember you telling me that.
But it
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
That's
it
why
was
when we
That
say
was the
quite
Porto.
the journey. It was
Yeah.
it was crazy. I mean, we saw a lot of the states, which was cool. But unfortunately, like I said, we didn't get to see the Grand Canyon like we wanted to. But like we also said there, why would we look at a giant crater? But you know,
Gage.
I also was.
Yeah, if you wanted to see a
reminded-
giant hole, we could have just had Gage bend over and spread his cheeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Or see the hole in the restroom at that one restaurant.
I was also told by my boss to make sure that I make it home in time as well. So he put a lot of pressure on the trip
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Because he was like, "Oh, I need you."
He's like, if you're even a fucking minute late, you're fucking fired.
Which would have been great, because now I would have had a better life. No, I'm just joking.
Shout out to you.
Oh man, that's incredible, dude.
Yeah.
What a journey.
It was quite the journey, and I would love to do a road trip again.
Me too.
It's
Yeah.
like it's crazy to think.
Just without any mental breakdowns and gas station
we
subways.
need-
With
we
that
need
included.
Those are included at all
The
times.
ups and downs of what made it work.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'll
you're
force
right. You're right.
myself-
It makes the journey.
I'll
Yeah.
force myself to drive 36 hours if I have to, just to have that sweet mental breakdown.
If we could do a fucking road trip sometime, even if it's just like up and down like the coast or something like that, I think that'd be really cool.
I would absolutely love that.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I would like to take a road trip to New Hampshire.
Shannon, you're not invited.
Shannon!
What the fuck? I'm leaving this sausage
Shannon,
fest
what part
again.
of Sausage Fest do you not understand?
I just want to whip my dick out and, have fun too.
Well, part of getting the trunk and stay in the trunk, don't you understand?
Oh my lord.
And this will be a
Oh my
locked
God,
one,
are
so
you
you can't
all-
jump out.
Are you also a trunk goblin like myself?
No, he is.
Did you ever talk about that on the podcast?
I don't.
Scared the shit out of
I
me?
don't.
No,
I don't think I
no,
did.
We have
please
to
do.
bring
We
this
gotta
up.
bring
We
it up.
have to.
Okay. So this is back when what was it, Linfield? You lived in?
Yes.
This was back when Shannon was still living with her parents in Linfield, and Gage and Jen were dating at the time, and Gage would travel out that way to pick her up and bring her back. And sometimes I would assist in the ride with Gage out there, just give him some company. We'd play some music and have a good time. So anyway, one time we're going out there, and we get all the way out there, and every time this is how the routine would always go. We get there, park in our driveway. Gage would go in, they do whatever. Shane would get ready, and eventually they'd come back out, and I'd go in the back seat and pretend I don't exist. Just kidding.
Literally though.
No, but so this time,
I
I'm
believe he picked me up at work.
No.
No. This was at your house.
Oh,
Because
okay.
the reason why
I
is
could've-
because I went to the bathroom and I called Cavin from the bathroom. And
Yes,
Wow.
he calls me, and I'm like, all right, you just call me. So I'm like, hey, what's up? And you're just in such like a hush voice. She's like, Shannon has no idea that you're here. Get in the trunk of the car, and then pop out when we're driving off and scare her.
So you planned that
Oh,
and
yeah.
you lied to me
Yeah.
that I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
This motherfucker.
You lied to me, Daniel!
Totally lied to me. Okay.
So anyway, yeah, I'm like, all right, dude.
Does this make you feel better knowing that this is now a recorded line?
Yep. So
Yeah.
So all right,
Yeah.
so I'm like, okay, dude, I'm on it. I get off the phone, I get out, and I go to get them back. And at first, I didn't think I was gonna work. I didn't think I was gonna be able to close the trunk door from the inside, but I managed to get it shut. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I'm sitting back there and I'm waiting. I'm like, I'm gonna wait a while. I'm gonna wait till like we're on the highway.
yeah, so I didn't know this. So
On the highway?
Yeah, you
So
think that's funny?
I'm
Chris?
literally
Yes.
like we're in the middle of we're like driving.
Actually,
like, we're in the
I'm so
town.
sorry.
Go ahead.
That's not. I'm not I'm not funny. I'm hilarious.
You're fucking hysterical, bro. Anyways.
So we're driving through town, and I'm like this. I'm like, oh, surely he's gonna jump up anytime now. And I'm like, oh, okay, he's not. So I'm just driving, and
We're on the pike.
We're on the highway. We're driving, and I'm like, all right, we're on the highway. Maybe he'll pop up now. Still hasn't. We get on the freaking pike, which is like I want to say half an hour.
And they're right in the middle of the conversation. Gage and Shannon talking in the front, and all of a sudden I just pop up in the back and go, "Time to die!"
And you scared the living piss out of Shannon and myself because I totally forgot he was back there. I literally forgot. I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
I never heard Shannon scream so loud in my life.
He was gonna get decked.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was
so
great.
bad, I started shedding tears.
Yeah.
because
I remember.
Someone
Yeah,
was
you-
gonna die. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm never gonna tell my mom that I loved her. I'm gonna die. This is the end. He's
You
gonna
had your
stab me.
hand
Time
over
to
your,
die.
you had your hand over your mouth and everything. You know,
I
it's
did.
like, I did feel bad. Trust
Oh,
me,
did
I felt a little bad. It was hilarious. I loved it. I loved it in the moment. But I did feel bad making you cry a little bit.
Oh no, it was
God.
just a tear or two. It was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was good though. Good. Like I said, I was
You
milking
got me
it.
good.
I was waiting. I was like, I'm not just gonna do it right away. I'm gonna wait.
That was
wait till
so
you feel
crazy.
nice and
That
comfortable.
was so crazy
After,
though. I couldn't believe
after
it.
that night, every time he picked me up, I was like, okay, is he with us? Tell
Yeah.
me. I had to walk around. I shit you not. I had to walk around his little Honda CRV, check the trunk and everything
Yep.
to make sure it wasn't going to happen again.
Yep.
I was petrified. I truly was fucking terrified.
He fucking traumatized
I was like,
me.
is he under a
yeah,
blanket?
I
What's
know.
going on?
I scored high points on that one.
Hell
Oh yeah, 100%. Yep.
So good.
One of my favorite parts about us going out there to pick you up though was always stopping at Whole Foods and grabbing
The mochi balls.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Oh,
The
we have-
frozen mochi ice creams.
the blood
Oh.
orange one
Oh,
was
they
the
were
best one.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Mochi's
Yeah.
fucking delicious.
Yes,
Oh
I.
yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I used to live right next to a Whole Foods or whatever, and they used to have these amazing mochi balls.
And the mochi balls are like, it's almost like a gummy, and then in the middle was like ice cream. The ones that we're talking about.
Is that a Japanese
So some of
thing?
them
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, so some of them have bean paste in it, some of them have like other things in
Matcha.
it. So this one was made with ice cream, and it was just the most delicious
It
treat
was heaven.
ever.
Heaven in a
So
ball.
it was just so good. It's such a great little rich snack, and it was just incredible.
Oh yeah. They were awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely so much fun to get. We had good times driving out there.
Oh yeah, all the time, man.
The chop suey will always. Every time I listen to that song, I'm just down. I'll always have memories of you and me singing it at the top of our lungs.
Yeah, it's just such a cool vibe.
and we both fell in love with that song, the Movies by Alien Ant Farm.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
That's such a good
Movies is,
bop.
oh, that's such a good song.
Yeah,
Oh, I
it
love
is.
that too.
Ah,
Just
man.
like Forever and Always from Bullet for My Valentine.
Yeah,
That's another one.
you got me into that song because of those rides. I
You
remember
actually
like
got me into that.
I mean I'm not a big Bullet for My Valentine guy, but that song is really good. I just love the guitar work in that.
Listen, man, you're entitled to a wrong opinion.
Gage, I'm
okay
gonna
with
come
that.
over. I'm gonna take 2 easy steps over this table and kick you square in the balls.
I mean, it would be great for
Can
the
I film it?
podcast.
Of course.
That Bullet for My Valentine song always used to make me tear drops
On my
fall
guitar.
around me.
I was good. Did your tears fall down?
Down,
and
and they crashed around me when they
Yeah.
did, yeah. And then I don't know the rest of the words.
song.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get it tattooed on my body.
Yeah, me too. Right next to my balls.
It's gonna say,
Oh.
"Tears don't fall, they crash around me." ... I don't know what the rest is.
Yeah, good one.
I forget.
Dude,
Beautiful. Did you come up with that one, your own?
I did.
Can I just say that
Up
I love your Jake the Dog cup right there that you have in your hand right now. It's funny to me because the nose is completely gone because it's a dark drink, so it just looks like this demon face, and it's got like the
Demon, get out of here! Get out of my donut box!
Yes. Thank God you have that. Oh, that reminds me. I finally found the TikTok of my favorite thing of the paralysis demon.
Oh,
And
did
it's
you?
Like, it's like this. It's like an anime girl. And she goes, "Fall in love. I can't even fall asleep. My paralysis demon keeps me up at night." And it just shows this fucking demon that's on fire in a wheelchair, and he's like at the bottom of the stairs, and he's like, "Why are there stairs? Why are there stairs?" And then she's like, "Will you shut up?"
That's great. Oh, man.
It's one of my favorite little like jokes / TikToks I've seen in a long time. Outside the Batman thing.
Oh, yeah, the Batman ones. We talked about that before.
Yeah, I also heard that you wanted me to be in a Batman costume, and I would absolutely love that.
Oh, I already know you'd love to do that. You want to do that free play.
Oh yeah, 100%. But they just didn't. I'm gonna be Sonic the Hedgehog instead.
I've seen that.
And
I was there
I'm
when
gonna
we
tell
ordered
people
that, yeah.
they're too slow.
Nice.
Are you gonna slip and fall and throw a bunch of rings all over the place?
Yeah, that's the goal.
You should make that happen. It's like you're holding a bunch of rings, but like disguise them, and then as you fall, they just fucking everywhere.
No, my ring! Nobody touch him! Nobody touch him! Get away from him!
Drop it!
Or it would even be even funnier because it's like the tokens used at arcades, but like
Oh my god, that would be hilarious!
But it's like people be like, "What do
yeah.
I have to do with this?"
I just drop quarters instead, just like, no, you don't need them! You don't need them here! It's free play!
They're mine! Oh my god, Gage! Gage, thank you so much for sharing that Nevada story. That was wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad that we were
Chris,
able to-
you as well, obviously.
No,
both
no, just me.
He can take all the credit.
Gage, thank you for coming on and helping cooperate in this. Collaborate.
Collaborate.
Yeah.
That one.
Dude, you know what we forgot to mention
Cooperate.
was
I can't
Ernie.
say.
Ernie bringing us the Chinese food.
Oh, Ernie, I miss that
Aggressive
man.
Pasta, man. He was a great guy.
Now,
He-
who is Ernie?
He was a one-legged Native American who lived in the Shoshone tribe in Nevada. And I used to help him out. He had a husband.
He was an incredible man.
He used to tell me all the time, like, "Man, if you were just one of those Filipino boys," and I was like,
Oh no.
"Yeah, sadly I'm not. Sorry, Ernie."
Then you take a
Sorry,
sip. Then you
Ernie.
take a sip off your drink and start feeling dizzy.
Sorry, Ernie. You're just gonna have to deal with your husband. My bad, dude.
I think Ernie fell in love with Gage. Like the moment
It's
he saw
those
him, he was
piercing
just
No,
like,
eyes,
he
man.
fell in love with me, and he's like, the way that he fell in love with me was that he heard that I went to Hawaii once, and he's like, that's enough.
"Oh." He was like, he went to Hawaii. Ooh, come on a cruise with me and my husband.
There
Yeah.
you go.
That
There you
wasn't
go.
those piercing blue eyes you have. It was Hawaii.
Yeah, they're lady killers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
Sorry.
No.
I know that you were just saying like, oh, thank you for coming on, blah blah blah.
No.
I
It's
just
cool.
totally
It's cool.
remembered.
That's the way conversation goes. That's why I love doing it this way.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, no, thank you. Seriously, that was so much fun. That was a lot of good stories, a lot of good times. And we're definitely gonna have you on in the future as a guest more often.
All right, I guess.
Who are you?
All right.
And Shannon, you could. Oh.
Sorry, I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what to do
I'm
anymore.
gonna be like a tree and leaf.
I'm gonna.
Is there no proper way to end this podcast?
We are a little bit
Subscribe.
under.
It's free or whatever. Hit that like button. Share it with your friends.
We don't have any like buttons.
Shut the fuck up.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, you're on.
Yeah.
Can't forget
that's
about
right.
the YouTubes.
Anyway.
Damn it, Chris.
Sorry, go ahead.
Subscribe to the YouTubes. Listen to these guys on the spoofy.
Spotify.
Rude. Don't fucking interrupt me.
Sorry.
On the Spotify. Hit that smash
Shannon,
button.
our heated advertise girl.
Yeah.
She's very good at it.
Yeah. Hey you.
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys.
Alrighty.
Well, we'll catch y'all next time on the Brahman
Brahman!
All right, we out.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye, guys!
Toodaloo.
Get out of here!
Sorry.
Oh wait, that's not the stop button.
Testing.
Chris,
Hmm?
don't hit the record button again. We're done.
No, we're not, because it's part of the Brahman!
Oh shit!
No.
No, I'm kidding, dude. We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
That was good. That was a good one. That was awesome.
We did have a good time. Yep.
Yeah, thank you
Bravo.
for coming. Yay. Let me get this photo thing set up so we can get all four of us.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll hit the stop button.